First board, everyone vulnerable. We were in first seat, but we decided not to open our 9 count. Good decision. Left-hand opponent opens a diamond. Partner bids 2 diamonds, both majors. It's teams. Everyone's vulnerable. So what all do we need for a slam to make, I guess, is the first question. We would need the ace of spades. Let's assume we can pick off the spade queen in opener's hand. The king queen of hearts and the ace of diamonds with a singleton club. Partner could have a club void, especially given that there was no diamond raise on our right. So, although opener could have a long diamond suit, I mean, partner could still be 5-5-2-1 shape with the opener having like 7 diamonds, and then it wouldn't make any sense for right-hand opponent to raise with only 3 card support. I think... So, I mean, I guess we could bid 4 diamonds. I just feel like most of the time partners can have a singleton club, and then these hands that... Would I give them like a 13 count? It's a little bit rare. Certainly possible, though. I would just feel terrible bidding 4 spades and, like, missing out on a cold 7 spades. Like, partner could have ace 6th of spades, king queen 5th of hearts, a club void, and the ace doubleton of diamonds, and 7 spades is just completely cold. I think I'm going to bid 4 diamonds, though. That feels like the best way to tell partner that we have a slam try while still being able to play at the 4 level. Like, sure, we could bid 3 diamonds, and then... What? Then we bid 4 diamonds next? I think we should just show our diamond shortness. 4 diamonds, sure, partner doesn't know exactly what our suit is yet, but at least they'll know that we have slam interest with diamond shortness. And then, of course, if they have club shortness, they'll be happy to cooperate. If they don't have club shortness, then they'll probably be less interested. So that seems like a pretty straightforward answer to this first problem. I really don't know what the alternatives are. Like, 4 spades is just not a good bid on our cards. And I'm not sure what our direction is with a 3 diamond bid. I mean, we might see a lot of 3 diamond bids from the panel, but the question is just like, what do we do when partner bids 3 hearts over that, right? Are we now just bidding 4 spades? So, like, what's the difference between that and bidding 4 diamonds and then bidding 4 spades over 4 hearts? I don't know. But I don't really see any other alternatives. I mean, maybe we should just bid 6 spades and gamble. That feels like too big of a position to take because partner could have a much weaker hand. Obviously, we could have duplicated diamond singletons. So I don't really see any reason to bypass the 4 level. Obviously, we're bidding game on this hand, opposite of Michael's bid, and I think it is important to make our slam try. So seems like a pretty straightforward 4 diamond bid. I guess I will find out at the end of the month what what the panel thinks about this one. But yeah, I mean, 4 diamonds does seem kind of automatic. Okay, board number 2. So easy one to start with, I think. Both vulnerable. We're in 3rd seat. It's imps. Partner opens a club. We get a heart on our right, and we bid 2 diamonds. Looks right to me. We have a 13 count. I mean, I think some people might try 3 no trump, especially in like a pro sponsor partnership. Like I could see that, but 2 diamonds looks right. We want to let partner describe their hand. So partner raises 2 diamonds to 3 diamonds. And normally the way that you show or ask for stoppers here is if there's just one suit that you're concerned about, then bidding the suit asks for a stopper. But here, if there are 2 suits that you might be concerned about, bidding a suit shows a stopper. So 3 hearts would show a heart stopper, and we would ask for help in spades when it comes to looking for 3 no trump. That seems like a pretty sensible thing to do to me. Partner's 3 diamond bid doesn't necessarily suggest a hand that wants to play in diamonds. They're just forced to do something over 2 diamonds because it was a forcing bid. And so if partner has a heart stopper, they would probably have ended up bidding 2 no trump a lot of the time, regardless of what their spades looked like. So we can be pretty confident in saying that partner is unlikely to have hearts stopped. The presence of the heart 10 makes our heart stopper quite valuable, because even if partner has a small singleton and left-hand opponent has one of the heart honors, we probably still have 2 heart stoppers because we can end up blocking the suit. Like imagine left-hand opponent has jack third and right-hand opponent has ace queen 9-8 fifth. It'll go low heart, let's say to the ace, and then they play the 9 of hearts back. Well, I mean, there's a couple of options. One is to just play the king, which would block the suit. But the other is to duck this trick and then duck the next round of hearts. And left-hand opponent will be in, and they can't play a 4th round, setting up the long heart in righty's hand. So a couple of ways that the 10 of hearts can help us generate a either second stopper or make the opponent's life difficult. With only 13 highs, I'm not really considering 5 diamonds to be a possible resting spot. Our 2 diamond bid generally shows a hand with diamonds, and we do have 5 diamonds, but our diamond suit is very weak, so I don't really see any reason to believe that this hand is going to play better in a minor suit than it would in no trump. Now, if we bid 3 hearts and partner doesn't show a spade stopper, so they bid something like 4 clubs, now I'm going to be on the train of thinking that, well, we should look for 5 clubs or 5 diamonds, or possibly even a slam, depending on what partner's hand looks like. But yeah, as of right now, I think our primary objective, with just a complete minimum game force in terms of values, a pretty bad diamond suit, and what's often going to be 2 heart stoppers, is to look for 3 now. So again, I'm not really sure what the alternative is to this bid. So I feel like I've missed something on these first 2 problems, but we'll see. We'll see what other people do in this situation. I mean, I think the important point of discussion here is that when we're missing 2 suits, we bid to show stoppers, not to ask for stoppers in these positions. It's a good meta agreement to have, and I think most experts play this by default, so this wouldn't be a situation where I would think that in an undiscussed partnership that we wouldn't be on the same page about what 3 hearts says in this spot. But I could understand that some players in the general public might think that we're just supposed to bid 3-0 with this hand. And of course, our major concern is the singleton ace of spades that could get knocked out at trick 1. So, okay. On to hand 3. Hey, Babs. 1 diamond on our left. We're always in 4th seat for these problems. Hate it. This is non-vulnerable match point. So a diamond on our left, partner makes the takeout double, spade on our right, and we bid 2 hearts. Huh. So 1 diamond was precision, which means they don't necessarily have a diamond suit. I mean, had this auction gone a club double a spade, because maybe that's what would happen at a lot of other tables, What are we supposed to do in that position? This is a really tricky match point problem. At least over the initial takeout double. At this point in time, once partner bids 2 spades, they have a spade suit. We've established this in an earlier bidding panel. So partner has a power double with spades, natural spades over here. But we kind of have a problem with our hand because it might be the case that we have a big diamond fit. And we just don't know after the precision 1 diamond bid. Also, like, what is 3 diamonds here? I'm not convinced 3 diamonds is natural. Hey, Eric. Oh, chat, why are you on top of me? There, I fixed it. So I don't really know what to do over 2 spades. I mean, maybe the bid is 2 no trump. We have 8 high card points. Like, we have enough values for game, but it looks like our hands just don't fit very well together. I'm nervous that 3 diamonds is just going to put us in a game force, and then we're basically just going to end up in 3 no or 4 spades. You can't pass? I mean, you could pass. That might be the best way to get a plus score. Like, I am confident that we have a higher scoring contract than 2 spades that will give us a plus score. The thing is, I just don't know if we can actually stop there. Like, 3 diamonds or 3 clubs might be the way to do it. Okay, here's kind of like a meta consideration in these spots. Because I happen to know that 2 spades is not the right contract, it's often a good idea to even just kind of gamble on partner interpreting our bid correctly, or in the way that we hope, because this will give us a chance at an out, and then even if not, fine, we get a little bit higher, but the field may as well. Hey, Shift. You're a little bit late. Well, you missed 2 of the boring problems, so hopefully there's not much there's not much of a difference in the panel on the first 2. I mean, I could not for the life of me imagine making any other bids on those hands. But I'm sure that you have come up with some. So I think I'm just going to bid 3 diamonds. And if partner passes, fine, maybe we've missed a diamond game. I don't know. If partner bids over 3 diamonds, I guess I'll try 3 no. Tricky spot. Yeah, the 1 diamond could be a singleton. I mean, I think we need to find diamonds somehow if that's our suit. Like, if we bid 3 diamonds and partner bids 3 hearts, I think I'm going to bid 3 no. I think my plan is I'm bidding 3 diamonds, and if partner passes, I feel okay. If partner bids again, I'll bid 3 no trump, and then they'll know that I only have 4 hearts. That seems fine. I'm not thrilled about our game prospects, given this 2 spade bid, even though we have the values for it, but it's probably okay to just play in a game. Let's do that. I mean, I can understand a 3 no bid here. I think that's fine too. I guess the big win for a 3 diamond bid is if partner bids 4 diamonds, we're in really good shape, because now we'll probably get to a diamond game, maybe a diamond slam even, and the field might be languishing in 3 no trump, which could go down. Okay, let's give this a shot. Yeah, I'm not really sure what like a good solution to this problem is. I think if the panel is not just completely split among a bunch of different options, then I would be surprised. If partner bids 4 diamonds, you would be worried because you don't know what your bid means. So how would partner know? Well, I think the point is that we try and make bids that our partner doesn't have difficulty interpreting. Like, so over 3 diamonds, fine. Like, could it be natural? Could it be some sort of Q bid? Like, I suppose. I mean, the 2 heart bid limited our hand a little bit. So, we can't have like some monster hand over here. And if we had spade support, we could just raise to 3 spades or 4 spades or something, or we could splinter and whatnot. Like, I think 3 diamonds is either natural or a Q bid in support of something. And our next bid will clarify that. Because if it goes like 3 diamonds, 4 diamonds, 5 clubs from us, which I think is the bid that I would be comfortable making at the table, how could partner interpret that as like, I have a good hand, I was Q bidding, and now I'm showing clubs and hearts at the 5 level? No, that's not what's going on. Partner will now know that we have diamonds and hearts with longer diamonds. So I think like after 3 diamonds and partner bids, our next bid will clarify what our 3 diamond bid meant. Because if we just had a no trump hand, we would just bid 3-no over 2 spades, right? So 3 diamonds on the way to 3-no, when partner bids 3 of a major, doesn't mean that like now we're interested in playing in the major. It was a Q bid and we're like trying to play 3 no trump with our 6-2 spade fit. No, 3 diamonds will just be diamonds. So I can't imagine partner misinterpreting our subsequent calls. But there will be like a moment of panic in partner's face when they see 3 diamonds come out, for sure, which is okay. I mean, sometimes that's fine as long as we have a plan, which I think we do. Okay, board 4. Both vulnerable. It is imps. Partner opens a diamond. It goes 4 hearts on our right. And we have an 18 count with no heart losers. Okay. So I have noticed that in spots like this, I often bid something like 5-no, pick a slam, and the panel has not agreed with that choice of calls many times. So I'm going to try and think like the panel on this one. Like, what would I do if I wasn't just bidding 5-no? Because 5-no seems pretty natural to me. With 5-5 in the black suits. I mean, the panel could just bid 4 spades. I think that's a little bit chicken, but it's not like the worst call I've ever seen. What about double? Wait a second. Wait a second. Let's double. I like this plan. I'm not that afraid of missing out on a 5-3 spade fit. So what do we do over double and partner bids 5 diamonds? Like, that's the only question that I have right here. Ooh, 4-no's interesting. I think 4-no's going to have the problem of us not finding the right suit. I think that's the problem with 4-no. 4-no's key card and diamonds, right? Key card and diamonds is not like a terrible thing to try, given that we have 2 diamond losers. But the problem is, like, where do we go from there? Is it key card and diamonds? I mean, what's it supposed to be? It isn't said as key card and diamonds anywhere, but I think, I don't think it should be 2 places to play. Well, yeah, like, I don't think it should be minors, is my point. So I think it's just a lot more useful to have a way to ask for key cards in the most logical suit that our side could have a fit in, which is diamonds on this auction. Similarly, like one spade, four hearts, like what's four no trump? Is that both minors in this auction? No. I think that's key card and spades. So yeah, I'm pretty sure four no is key card. I guess I like double. If partner bids five diamonds, we'll have a little bit of thinking to do. But if partner bids five clubs, I think, content to raise to six. In your system, it's still both minors. Okay. Yeah. Which, I mean, kind of isn't what you have, right? Like, I mean, I guess the only problem with double is that we might miss out on the right game. Like, it's possible four spades is the right game, but I don't think we're ever stopping in four spades. Like, let's say I were to double and partner bids four spades. I'm not passing, right? Like, I'm bidding again. So I think I need to I think we'll just double. Let's just double. Yeah? Like, we double. We double, like, if partner bids spades, then we'll bid key card or something. I mean, I haven't really decided, but we're gonna make a move towards slam at least. And if partner bids five clubs, I'm gonna raise to six, I think. I mean, maybe over five clubs I bid five hearts looking for a grand. Like, sure, like, we're going to do something over five clubs. And if partner bids five diamonds, what's the worst hand partner can hold? They could have like the king doubleton of hearts. They could have like king queen 10 6 the diamonds. They could have the club king and not the spade queen. It's like an 11 count. And I mean, we probably make six diamonds anyway on hooking the non-preemptor for the diamond jack, even if diamonds split badly. Yeah, I guess over five diamonds, we still have to bid a slam. And then we'll probably try five no at that point as a choice between diamonds and clubs. Makes sense to me. A little bit nervous that they might get a diamond rough in a club contract. Anyway, we'll start with double. This is somewhat flexible. I can't imagine partner passing this too often, which is why I'm relatively comfortable with the double. I am a little bit nervous, though, about that possibility. But because we have so many aces and kings, I think it's really hard for partner to pass. Right? Like, what is their hand that they pass with? I mean, they can't really have king, queen, third of hearts. So, like, they have what? King, third of hearts. But where are their other tricks? I think they're just going to take a flyer and bid, like, five of a minor if they have a hand like that. Or four spades on a three-card suit. So I don't know. I think I'm still like tempted by my original five no trump plan. I generally believe that this is a hand where we're probably making a slam if we can get to the right one. Nah, let's double. I'm on board. We'll double. I think this is going to be fine. Sure, sometimes we get like plus 500 against four hearts and we're called for slam. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Let's move on. Oh my god, there's so much text. East-West are vulnerable. That's us. We're vulnerable. It's match points. We're fourth seat once again. Can we get some problems where we're in first seat? Well, I guess we had one earlier. Maybe I should clarify. Can we get some problems for like what opening bid to make? No, that's probably not a good one. I mean, I find these hands interesting where we have like an unbalanced 15. For me, that's just a no trump opener. But I guess for the panel, most of them are going to still have this old school viewpoint on it of, you can't open a no trump with 5-4-3-1 shape. At least this time we know what partner's bids and the opponent's bids mean, you think? Well, let's find out, because I'm not familiar with multi all that much. So we have 13, 7-card club suit, pretty nice hand. 2 diamonds is multi, which is weak in either hearts or spades, and apparently only weak in hearts or spades. It doesn't have any strong options. Partner's double is 12 to 15 balanced or very strong. What I'm familiar with is this is like 13 to 15 balanced. So I don't know why 12 came into effect, but maybe that's a more modern treatment or something. And 3 hearts is pass or correct, so right-hand opponent has both majors on this one. Okay. It's match points. Looks like the opponents probably have hearts. Since partner's balanced, they should have effectively, at least a doubleton in every suit. It would be a little bit unusual for them not to. So I think for that reason, given that our right-hand opponent, they are favorable, but I think most of the time right-hand opponent's going to have 3 hearts. Left-hand opponent probably has 6 of them, so partner's going to have a doubleton heart. No trump is a little bit risky with this club suit. We're going to need partner to have the club ace, but it is match points. I think we do kind of want to angle for what is most likely our highest scoring contract. So probably just 3 no. The problem with other bids is that we're going to have a hard time getting back to no trump if that's the right place to play. Let me just think about this for a second. So, is 6 clubs a possible alternative spot? What would partner need for 6 clubs to be right? They would probably need the spade king, probably the club ace and the diamond ace, and that might be it. I mean, that's an 11 count. You bid 6 clubs here. I don't think 6 clubs is an unreasonable try. I think you are definitely gambling when you bid 6 clubs. I mean, preempts work. This is a hand where 5 clubs, 6 clubs, or 3 no trump could all be the right answer. And I do generally think that Mark does a pretty good job of not picking out hands for a bidding contest where they're just trying to trick you. So if this was in the bidding box for the ACBL bulletin or some other bidding contest, then 6 clubs 100% would be the right answer, because look at the hand, we need partner to have a perfect hand, and 6 clubs makes, and partner's going to have a perfect hand in a lot of bidding contests. But here, these are often real hands that came up in real life. So 3 no trump could easily be right. Maybe partner actually has a second heart stopper and we're off the club ace. We're off the club ace and diamond ace, and 3 no trump is the best match point score. At teams, this would be a lot easier for me. I think I would bid 4 hearts probably, and then just bid clubs over whatever partner did next. Would, I think, be my plan. Over 4 hearts, partner probably just bids 4 spades most of the time, and then I would bid 5 clubs, and I would let partner know that we have a slam try in clubs, which is basically what our hand is. But at match points, I mean, it's just a complete gamble. Maybe that's still the right approach, though, because I think that gets us to the right level in clubs most of the time. We bid 4 hearts, partner bids 4 spades, we bid 5 clubs, and then we either play 5 or 6 clubs, depending on what partner's hand looks like. If they do have that perfect hand, king of spades, ace of clubs, ace of diamonds, we assume the queen of spades is on side, given this auction. Then we're going to end up in 6 clubs and do pretty well. And if partner doesn't have that hand, then partner can pass 5 clubs, and we might end up losing out to 3 no trump, but 5 clubs could still be the best spot. I do think that there is some chance the opponents are only in an 8-card heart fit. So partner could have 3 hearts, which would provide us an extra stopper. Like if partner's hearts are Jack third or Jack 10 third or something, or Queen third even, then no trump could play a lot better. I'm not that concerned about diamonds being a suit that's wide open on an auction like this, but I suppose it's possible. You know, the preemptor could be like 6-4 or something, and their partner's like 3-3-5-2 in shape. And then they just choose to lead a diamond, and oops, they take the first 5 tricks in that suit. I kind of like this idea of 4 hearts followed by 5 clubs. How confident am I that this is going to get interpreted correctly, though? Like, is it possible that partner thinks 4 hearts shows spades in a minor? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do this. I suppose then the answer is I just have to gamble and pick something, and my first instinct was 3-no. All I need for 3-no to be working is for partner to have the club ace. Which I think is somewhat likely. Or a second heart stopper. Okay, 3-no, match points. You always have to play this contract. That's my move. But I think we probably will see the panel split between 3-no, 5 clubs, and 6 clubs. I mean, maybe some of them will try 4 hearts, but I'm still a little bit nervous about partner not knowing what's going on. That puts me off of that bid. Hand 6. East-West are vulnerable. We're 2 for 5. All right, way to go. I don't know if this is bad news for me or you, chat, but you don't like 5 clubs? I mean, it's all a gamble, right? Like 5 clubs and 6 clubs are both gambles. So is 3-no. 3-no is also, like, everything's, preempts work. That's kind of the answer on that one. So I don't think we're going to get a definitive conclusion. I do think most of the panel is going to bid 3-no on that one, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the right bid. It's just a lot of our match point instincts kick in, and we just have to play 3-no trump on every hand. Oh boy. We open a club. Good hand, 12 count. Left-hand opponent bids 2-no trump, both red suits, 5-5. Partner doubles, which isn't explained. I assume this is like intending to penalize the opponents. It goes 4 diamonds on our right, and this is teams. We are unfavorable. Well, I don't really know what to say on this one. I think we pass, right? It would be nice to know if double is takeout here. I think I'm willing to sit for partner doubling 4 diamonds for penalty, is how I feel about this hand. I have an ace and I have a king-queen. And yeah, the diamond void's kind of annoying, but that probably means that partner has better diamonds over there when they double. Oh, Eric says, does partners double promise 4 spades? I don't think this is a negative double. I think we would have an explanation if this was a negative double. So I think this is going to be penalty oriented. Is at least the way that it used to be played, like in the old days. And I think that's mostly what our system relies on, which is a lot of the kind of outdated things. I know Mark is going to watch this and call me out on it, but a lot of bidding ideas that were very popular back 20, 30 years ago that are a little bit less popular nowadays. I think we found out during the US team trials that people play negative doubles in these spots nowadays. And I don't know if that's popular worldwide, but I think that's the popular modern treatment, is that double is just negative, that it's way too important to find your fits on auctions like this. So yeah, I mean, if partner wants to go after 4 diamonds, sounds good to me. I'm not convinced we have a fit anywhere yet, like, especially if we don't have a spade fit. Eric, for you, it would be penalty over a major 2-no trump, but not sure about this auction. I mean, I don't know either. I think it would be nice to have an explanation of double, but since it's not given, I just assume it's like tends to be natural. Like bids that are unalerted or unannounced are just natural, and natural here means it's penalties. I guess the only concern that I have is that partner might have like king, queen, third of hearts and think those might take a trick or two. And of course we know they won't because we're looking at 4 small. The problem is I'm not convinced that we have any plus score available. If partner really is like 2, 3, 5, 3 in shape. Now, I guess is that possible? Would right-hand opponent bid 4 diamonds if they only have 3 of them? Maybe not. So maybe the answer here is that we have to overrule partner. Yeah, maybe we do need to just overrule partner on this one and bid 5 clubs. Could partner have 4 spades and go about this auction? Let me think about that for a second. So if they're like 4, 4, 4, 1... Sure, they probably could start with double here if they're 4x1. So okay, I guess we have to just bid 4 spades then. I'm finding it difficult to imagine partner has 5 diamonds given the 4 diamond bid, unless North missorted their hand, which could happen. So yeah, I think at this point we do have to overrule a partner's desire to penalize. And therefore we just kind of need to have a black suit fit somewhere. Okay, 4 spades, I'm convinced. All right, I'm in. I still think it's possible our last plus score is in 4 diamonds doubled, but it's gonna be a little bit difficult for us to know that. I mean, we don't have any more room to investigate, so here we are. Yeah, a lot of it does hinge on what sort of hands partner doubles with. Let's go on to board 7. Both vulnerable. Dealer on our right. It is match points. And we pick up... perfect. Mark's favorite hand, but I think this time it's actually just a very clear 1 diamond overcall. I'm not sure... I'm not sure what our plan is if they bid a lot of spades. Like, that's probably the big question. Ooh, hold on. Okay, so in real life, I would just bid 1 diamond and, you know, like move on, because that's what our hand is. Our hand, even though I completely disagree with Mark's assessment on like hands are not good enough to double and then bid your own suit. This hand is just not particularly close. Queen doubleton, jack doubleton. I mean, we basically have a glorified 14 count over here. No real shape to speak of either. 5-4-2-2. But here's an interesting point, and I don't think this is going to outweigh my choice of one diamond, but if we overcall a diamond and it goes one spade past three spades back to us, well, do we double? I don't know. Tough choice. Let's suppose we pass in that situation. And now it goes four spades all pass. What's partner going to lead? Partner's going to lead a diamond against that auction. And that's not what we want. Whereas if we overcall heart, we are always getting the right opening lead when the opponents get to a spade contract. The issue is that I think because our hand is so good, this isn't guaranteed to be the opponent's hand. And so I think we just start with a diamond and wait for the bidding to develop. Starting with a heart is going to make it really hard for us to find a diamond fit later if we have one, or we might end up in a 4-2 heart fit instead of a 5-3 diamond fit, which would be really bad. And starting with a diamond will still get us to a heart fit, assuming partner can bid a heart with 4, which doesn't seem to be a very popular agreement to have, but we did see it a little bit in the Bermuda Bowl, actually. So I was very pleasantly surprised. I think it was Sweden who had the auction go like a club, a diamond overcall, pass, a spade with a 4-card spade suit. But one of the countries was playing this, which I do like. So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna start with a diamond. I completely understand the heart bidders. I think it's anti-percentage, but I would not be surprised if at the end of the hand, the opponents just get to 4 spades and partner needs to lead a heart. So I can see that. I just don't think that it is... I don't think it outweighs the negatives of bidding our hand in like a canapé style. So one diamond here. Make both of the black suit honors kings and you're still overcalling a diamond? No. Oh, no. That hand's way too good. But yeah, I mean, you and Mark might be in agreement on that one. Okay. On to hand 8. What have we got? No one vulnerable. It is imps. We're in 4th seat as usual. Once... Oh God, no. One spade on our left. Partner overcalls in our 7-card heart suit. Great. 2 hearts on our right. Or 4 hearts on our right. Splinter. Agreeing spades. So how many do we bid? I mean, 5 hearts is just enough. Do I need to think about what we're doing if 6 spades comes back to us? Maybe. But, like, I think at the table, it's really important to bid in relatively clean tempo on hands like this, because if you think for a while and bid 5 hearts, it puts your hand into a weird spot, because... like, normally, people with a heart fit would just bid 5 hearts here. So, like, why is it taking you so long? And maybe the opponents can start deducing that it's because you have a lot of hearts, that, like, you were thinking about bidding more than 5. Because no one's going to, like, think for a long time and then pass, right? So, at the table, you'd bid 5 clubs in tempo. I have no idea what you're expecting to accomplish with that. The thing that I really like about the 5 heart bid, so there's a couple of things. One of the opponents, if not both of them, have a heart void, right? So I think there's a good chance that our right-hand opponent is the one with the void, given the 4 heart bid. I mean, no guarantee, but like, would they always bid 4 hearts with a singleton heart in this auction? Not always. So I think right-hand opponent could easily be the one with the void. And then over 5 hearts, that's going to put a lot of pressure on left-hand opponent, who may well have a singleton. Because left-hand opponent might think they have matching singletons and could think for a while and could double 5 hearts. And this could be the best spot for us if they end up doubling us in 5 hearts. Left-hand opponent might also think for a while and, pass, giving their partner a chance, and their partner might bid 5 spades. And now the opponents don't find their way to a spade slam, which required the hearts to have no losers in it. So I think I like 5 hearts most. I don't see any. I know I see in the chat some people are suggesting some kind of convoluted ways to try and get the opponents to not realize that it's their hand. I don't think that's going to work out too well, because the more room we give them with, say, a 4 spade or a 5 club bid, it's just going to allow them more space to Q bid. So, for example, if it goes 5 clubs from us, left-hand opponent could Q bid a heart void. If we bid 5 hearts, left-hand opponent has a hard time Q bidding a heart void. So I think just the simple 5 hearts is good on this hand. If I had a bit more defense against a potential slam for them, I might try one of these more unusual approaches, because then I might be comfortable just letting them play 5 spades or letting them play 6 spades or something like that. But yeah, 5 hearts feels like kind of the normal bid from our side. I guess I'll take a minute to think about what my plan, like how many tricks do I expect to take in a heart contract, because if the opponents do get up to 6 hearts, or there's not 6 hearts, 6 spades or 7 spades, well, 7 spades I don't have a save, but 6 spades I could save in 7 hearts. We have 7 heart tricks, and I mean, partner really shouldn't be bidding 2 hearts on just ace, king, jack, 5th and out, so partner should have another trick somewhere, which is going to be the trick that we would cash against 6 spades. Like, our minor suit queens could provide enough defense against that contract. So I think it's hard for us to decide without knowing exactly partner's hand whether 6 spades is going to make. And for that reason, at imps, it probably isn't that worthwhile of a sacrifice. Like, so let's say we get 8 tricks, we're down 4, we go for 800, but their slam is only 980. So what, we win 4 against the possibility of 6 spades going down? You really have to be getting very good imp odds to believe that both of our minor suit queens are not going to take a trick. And I think that's pretty unlikely. Yeah, so I think 5 hearts. 5 hearts makes a lot of sense. Well, this was fast. I don't know, is there anything else to say on these problems? Should I take a look back? This is the last one, right? Yep. What did we do? Hand 1, I mean, no logical alternative to 4 diamonds. Hand 2, how could you bid anything other than 3 hearts? Hand 3, this one's going to have a lot of different answers for sure. But I like our plan, 3 diamonds and 3 no. Babs, you think I didn't agonize enough on this set? I'm sorry. There was one of them. Which one was it? Was it this one? Was it board 4 that I had, that I was worried about? Or was it board 5? It was one of these ones in the middle. Double, I think I like our plan, but it's still... And my plan is just to bump whatever partner does to 6. So I think that's pretty reasonable. 4 spades, I'll bid 6. Well, 4 spades, I'll probably bid key card, but 5 diamonds and 5 clubs, I'll bid 6. This one. Yeah, this one had me agonizing a bit. Because really anything could work, and I again, I think we're going to see a lot of 3-no trump from the panel, but I also am not convinced that that's the right choice. But this is just kind of a toss-up. You make your decision, you stick with it, and then you move on. Number 6, I think we actually reasoned this one out pretty well, that partner can't have 5 diamonds, and therefore we basically have to have a black suit fit. I mean, I guess partner could have 4 hearts as well. So partner could be 3-4-4-2, in which case we're probably better off defending, but that's one specific shape, and that's pretty unlikely. So I think I like our choice of bidding the game, and then the question is just going to be, is 4 spades going to be interpreted the way we hope? I think it should be. It should show spades and clubs in this sequence. So hopefully partner will catch on to that. Hand 7, we'll see. Yeah, we'll definitely see about this one. I could see a sizable minority of the panel bidding a heart. Like Zia might bid a heart on this hand. I think a lot of them will be swayed by the fact that we have 17 highs, though. So for that reason, it's not so clear whose hand it is, even though the opponents have opened in front of us. And I think generally when it could be our hand, we want to bid our hand naturally, as opposed to kind of distort our shape with overcalling a 4-card suit. Final one, I think we reasoned this one out. 5 hearts feels about right. There's a lot of upside to just bidding at the 5 level, takes away their Q bid of our suit, kind of puts pressure on them to guess immediately, and they have more wrong guesses in this situation. 5 spades, 6 spades, and double could all be incorrect. Whereas over 6 hearts, 6 spades and double are the only 2 choices they have, and they're probably going to get that one right a decent amount of the time. 2 of 6 people as guest panelist got perfect 80 out of 80 scores, winning the July competition. So wow. Venkatesh hold on, I can pronounce this. Ramaratnam. Been playing for 30 or more years, and Australia's Alexander Cook.
Alexander won the annual competition a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So he's a regular.
And then we have Joey Silver, who authored or co-authored a new book, Confessions of a Bridge Addict. Aren't we all? We all have some confessions about that.
Yeah.
Okay, hand 1 this month comes from David Bird. Hand 4 was sent by Pete Law and Patrick Shields.
Yes, it was likely to be a good problem because 2 of them both sent it to me independently. So.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, the panel produced a majority vote on 4 of the hands in this set. It really goes to show that some hands are just too difficult, as the panel twice votes strongly in support of a choice that would have worked out badly at the table. Regular mortals can take comfort that even the very best players get some hands gloriously wrong. With scores 77 out of 80 topping the panel, can anyone out there outscore all the experts on this set? The most popular action chosen by competition entrants scores 10 on 4 of the 8 hands, and voting with the largest group gets 68 out of 80, which is not bad. Average score this month is 54, almost 55. Let's see what the panel has to say. Okay. So this first board felt pretty straightforward to me, just showing the singleton diamond.
Yeah, there were a couple of interesting points that arose from this.
Yeah, so let's see. We do pick up 10 for 4 diamonds, but let's see what everyone has to say on this first hand.
Yes, note that 50% of people bidding less than 4 spades.
Yeah, that's... oh my. 3% voting for pass. That's ambitious.
Yeah.
But... yeah, I mean, I don't have a good way of describing this, but I mean, you can just construct some hands where partner has a card in each major suit, and you're going to be making four spades almost always.
Yeah, ace to
So,
five, king to ace to five, ace to five, king to five, two small, one small.
right, exactly. And I mean, it's not cold, but it's a pretty good
No,
contract.
you need to pick the
So,
trumps up. You need to pick the trumps up.
yeah. Okay. So we start with a matter of hand evaluation that turned out to be by far the toughest deal of the set for competition entrants. There's a big majority vote from the panel, but their choice gains the support of barely only one competitor in 12. Yeah, that's also interesting to note. I mean,
Yeah,
I definitely understand the three diamond bids from the competitors
yeah,
entering because they're just trying to cube it and show a good hand. And of course, four spades, I did expect that to get a couple of votes.
yeah.
But
Sure.
nearly a third of the entrants opt for the panel's conservative choice, and almost as many choose a huge underbid that was not even considered. Indeed, three spades gets a token two mark, as it was not quite as much of an underbid as the two spades chosen by the third largest groups of competitors. Start with those supporting the competitor's choice. Four spades, no reason to mess around. It's too tricky to investigate possible slams. Well, that's what I was hoping to do. Anything more fancy would rarely result in a slam and might give important information away. I think it's hard to imagine giving away information when we have singleton or doubleton in both of the minor suits. If we had like a
Well,
diamond void,
I suppose four diamonds might let lefty double, which encourages righty to bid five diamonds.
yeah, that could happen.
That's about the only downside to it, I think.
Right. And that's what Larry Cohen actually points out, that he wants to take up space and prevent the opponents from finding a five diamond sacrifice. I think there's a lot of merit to that.
Yeah.
I tend to be an optimist when looking at some of these hands, so I always push for slam if I think there's any reasonable
I
chance.
think, yeah, you don't need that much from partner.
Exactly. Yeah. I just find it really difficult when we can construct hands that are very consistent with the auction, where a grand slam is cold.
Yeah,
then
sure.
I hate to just sign off in game.
Yeah.
So Nielsland, three diamonds, try and show maximum for spades in case we have a slam. Show strength, leave space for an exchange in order to try for slam. Four diamond splinter is an alternative, but leaves us a little end played as we have not yet set a trump suit. But that's okay. I mean, when partner rejects, they're going to bid four hearts, and then we bid four spades, and then partner knows what's going on.
Well, yes, but South Ties makes an interesting point here, which we'll get to in a minute.
Okay. Yeah. Mark, you point out that the three diamond bid makes a lot of sense. It could work out. Three diamonds, three hearts, three spades.
Having created a game course.
Yeah, as long as this is forcing.
If we wanted to invite you to spades, we just bid three spades.
Right. So four clubs, four diamonds, now key card, and this would definitely work. Having originally passed as dealer, the majority prefer a more straightforward approach. Passed hand splinter in case North bids five diamonds or we have a slam. It's true that while there's definitely the downside, Larry pointed out that this might lead to a five diamond save, sometimes this leads to partner bidding 5/5.
Yes.
And so I think it could go both ways for that. Four diamonds. I play the three clubs and three diamonds to show a limit raise in hearts and spades respectively. Wouldn't a jump to three spades show an invitational raise? I guess he would then play three spades as preemptive. However, I think four diamond splinter is the best option, as I have a double fit and all working values. I mean, I agree with this, but let's see. So lots of players saying splinter,
Yeah,
partner could be strong. Maybe partner has a club void. That was kind of my thoughts. Some comment on what's happening next. Splinter, the real problem arises when partner bids four hearts. I still don't really think that that's a problem. We splinter and we bid four spades.
Well, we have to decide if we've done enough or not.
Yeah. It's tough, but at least partner will know that we have a maximum passed hand with a big spade fed and short diamonds, and that's kind of what we got. They can probably place us with the heart ace on an auction like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Four spades over four hearts. You said Sartaj brings up a good point. Sartaj raises a potential problem that the three diamond bidders solved. Four diamonds. If partner bids key card, I'll respond five hearts. And partner's smart enough to figure it out.
We've got the king of spades, the ace of hearts.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the problems with this four diamond because it doesn't tell partner which suit we're playing in.
Right. Yeah. So that's definitely an issue.
Whereas the three diamonds, if four three diamonds forces to game, you can set the suit. That solves that problem.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I suspect. Okay, this is an interesting solution to the problem. Looks like Sartaj thought a lot deeper than I did on the hand. But I have the feeling that partner doesn't want to bid key card most of the time in this type of an auction. But okay, I see the point. Showing a splinter, so device says with one of partner suits, I would normally prefer to set spades and make a slam try later, but I have no idea how to do that without detailed agreements, something for regular partnerships to discuss. In the match that you watched during the qualifying stage of the Open Teams at World Championships in Poznan, one West bid four spades, the other bid four diamonds. Partner held everything, including the club control and the ace of diamonds. The four diamond bidder got his side to the cold six spades. South eventually saved in seven diamonds, but that was still 1100 against 680 in a 9-up game. Well judged by most of the panel, but a could do better for a large number of competition entrants. Yeah, makes sense to me. I guess the three diamond bidders will probably also reach the slam
Yeah,
here.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, hand number 2. Well, so I got an 8 on this.
Yeah, because I think that's the right bid.
A little
Like
unfair sometimes.
Since how the panel voted was 19-2-1-1, I thought 8 was about the most I could give three hearts, but I still think it's the right bid.
Let me just refresh myself on this hand a little bit. A club, a heart, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds, and then
Well,
this is the one where I was looking for spade help.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. So let's see what everyone says. It really irks me to give top marks to 3 no trump on this deal, but it was the choice of a large majority of the panel. When I held the hand at the table, it was match points, and thus landing at 5 diamonds was much less attractive. Yeah, I think 3 diamonds has a lot more going for it at match points.
Yeah.
By changing the conditions to imps, I hope to find out from the panel how to investigate the hand. Thankfully, a couple of panelists did step up and provide regular partnerships with something to discuss. Apologies to the 14% of competitors who dropped 2 marks for choosing what seems to be the best bid. Let's start with most of the players. Sartaj, can't think of an alternative. Same with Brock. Could be wrong, but it's a favorite to be right. Alan says this is wrong because it's been presented as a problem. I don't think that's how you should look at all of these bidding panel questions.
No,
but seems like the most viable game. Try for 9 tricks and give up on the 11 trick game. I mean, it's reasonable to play for this, but
well, if you don't, David makes the point that you need to be sure that you're on the same page.
Yes. Yeah. David Bird says bidding either major might lead to an asking or showing misunderstanding. So, as already noted, this is an important thing to discuss with our partners. 3 no, sure, spade lead could be problematic, but our first priority is the heart suit, so 3 no feels natural. Sure.
Liz made a point. The Scottish partners are obviously more clairvoyant than me. There's not a partner will bid on with an unsuitable hand.
Right, right, exactly. Okay. You say, I think three diamonds limits partner's hand to a minimum, as our two diamonds was not forcing to game. Agree. Pierre and Joanna agree with that, and they also suggest a meaning for three hearts, but is it the right one? They say three now. Three diamonds is not forcing. Partner may have anything from, some spade help to a hand where apparently six clubs is great, but we can't know. For us, three hearts would ask for a stopper, and three spades would be natural and unbalanced. Note that if partner had bid two hearts rather than three diamonds, such a bid would show a weak, balanced hand with no heart stopper and no diamond fit. But with three or more cards support, partner would always bid three diamonds. So it looks like they're just completely giving up on this issue of looking for spade help in an auction like this.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit dangerous going back to the board itself. North being an unpassed hand, there's no guarantee that North is going to lead a heart on an auction like this. So I think
That's
North
true.
is often going to lead from a 5-card spade suit, or North could have 6 spades for all we know. So let's continue on. Larry says 3 now. It's not clear to me that partner has reversed.
I don't quite understand that either.
I guess maybe he's just pointing out that when partner opens a club and rebids diamonds, that
But he raised
sometimes they have
diamonds,
reversing shape. But okay.
Yeah.
3 no. If it's right, I need to bid it now. I don't think that's true. But
No, well, see my previous comment.
yeah, let's see.
No, here.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
Larry.
it comes down to the meaning of the 3-heart bid, which I mentioned, and it looks like Alexander Cook also mentions that this is just showing a stopper and asking about spades. Generally, this is the agreement that people have. If there are 2 or more unbid suits, then you show stoppers as opposed to asking in spots like this. So I mentioned that.
Yeah, that seems right to me.
Yeah, and Alexander says the same thing. Should show heart stopper and ask partner to bid 3 no with a spade stopper. I'm worried about spade lead or spade switch. Also worth noting, especially because our diamonds are so weak, that it could just be the case that a heart lead and a spade switch is also enough for them to beat the contract.
That was what happened, yeah.
Yeah. A couple of other Mavericks. Might this not take us past the right game if he has something like Larry's hand above 4 clubs? Difficult hand. If we make 3 no with a spade lead, we'll probably also make at least 5 diamonds. I don't think that's necessarily the way I would look at it, because
No, I don't. If partner has spade values, then that's
right.
not true, I don't think.
Yeah, if partner has spade values, then the chance of 5 diamonds making goes down a lot. Robson, I'm a sucker for splinter. Maybe I can splinter on all 8 hands. So it looks like he's being very optimistic and looking for a slam.
Yeah.
Key question is whether 3 hearts should ask for a heart stop or show one and ask for help in spades. At the table, partner had 3 small spades and queen doubleton hearts, so 5 diamonds was an easy make. Against 3 no trump, the defense duly led a heart, which, I mean, looking at partner's hand, I almost expect them not to lead a heart a lot of the time, given that...
But it didn't help.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it doesn't help. But South won the ace and switched to a spade. That was 2 down without the option. You were in good company on this one, though. Lots of 3 no bidders.
Yeah.
Okay. Next hand, deal number 3. Yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of a split between the panel. 2 no trump and 3 diamonds.
Yeah.
I'll be curious what they have to say about 2 no.
Well, yeah. Well, there's some who think that 2 spades is game forcing, and therefore 2 no trump is forcing. But there's some who think you can pass 2 spades. I agree you can pass 2 spades. I don't see why it should be forcing the game. You haven't shown that much when you bid 2 hearts.
Yeah. Okay, so no majority on this one. The panel split 2 ways. More than half of the competitors opt for one of the choices, with most of those preferring the panel's minority option. If Is partner spade bid natural, or does he have a cubit in support of hearts? So we've established this. We had a
Yes.
problem about this like 2 months ago or three
Yes,
months ago or
indeed.
whatever.
Yeah, I
This is
mean, if
just
he's got
natural.
hearts, he raises hearts.
Yeah, exactly. For me, two spades shows a strong hand with 5 or more spades. 3 diamonds should be the cubid. So I'm bidding 2-0 with this, and we'll see what happens next. Okay, interesting point. He thinks 3 diamonds would be a cubid in support of spades.
Well, that's the danger with 3 diamonds, of course.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess given that partners should also be aware that we have an undiscussed situation, they probably shouldn't take 3 diamonds all that seriously as a spade raise. If we had a spade raise, we would just raise spades.
Again, I think you're right. I think if we have a spade raise, we raise spades.
Yep, exactly.
You can bid 4 diamonds,
Sure.
or four clubs would agree spades.
Yep,
Three
yep, yep,
spades,
yep.
4 spades agree spades. You don't need 3 diamonds to agree spades as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Sartaj shows partners 2 diamond, 2 spade biz, natural and forcing. 3 diamonds would suggest a balanced hand without a stopper. Okay. I mean, I don't know if 10-6 counts as a stopper anyway.
Well, not so much that, but yeah, but the problem with 2-no trump is if partner thinks you've got a balanced hand, he thinks you've got to fit for a 6-card spade suit now.
Right.
That is one danger of 2-no trumps.
Yeah, I don't think there's a good solution to the problem, and I guess that's why the panel split.
Yeah.
Okay, also is 2-no's forcing was asked. 2-no
Yes,
trump,
because
warning
he
bells
says that
jangling.
He thinks Mole thinks 2 spades is game forcing.
Warning bells jangling, but I can't bring myself to pass and table a trump void when we could have a high card 3 no trump. I think that's very reasonable. I mean, partner made a power double with spades. I think we do have a game.
Well,
Some of the time. I mean, I know it's a big misfit, but
that
maybe.
is the problem. I mean, I think somewhere down PO, I think, quotes a hand and says, well, partner could have this. And you think, in fact, when you look at the hand, the best contract opposite his hand is 2 spades.
Yeah, I suppose that's possible, but I mean, I can't pass with an 8 count opposite this.
No.
Partner appears to have a hand too strong to overcall 1 spade. We may well have enough for game if South is psyched, but I'm just going to pass and hope to go plus. I mean, one of the big dangers of passing 2 spades is that, like, this might not be the best way to try and go plus. 3 no trump might offer a better chance rather than playing a 5-0 spade split.
Well, I'm not. I don't believe partner can have 5. He has to have 6 to double and bid. For me. You just can't bid that on 5.
I mean, still 6-0 split, especially if the suit is 5-2 behind you.
And bear in mind that lefty has not made a support double.
Yep, exactly. So that indicates a bad split in the spade suit.
Yeah.
Sort of have a diamond stop, don't want to commit to 3-no. 3 clubs is an interesting alternative to show where I live in quotations. Sally bids 3 clubs. It's where her values are, and of course, you have some hearts and some clubs, but you have this 10-6 the diamonds. Isn't there a risk that partner's going to let you play the 3-2 fit? I think there really is a big risk of that. 2 spades is natural, 2-no denies a fit and is invitational.
That seems eminently sensible to me.
Yeah, so 2-no is invitational but non-forcing. It seems like we don't have a consensus on that one. 2-no, tough guess, have too much to pass. Could partner not have something like this sort of hand? Yeah, of course. Where do you want to play if he holds that? I guess we have a couple of clubs to lose. Or I don't remember what our hand was. Oh, we don't have clubs to lose. We have a couple of hearts to lose. Opposite.
Well, but where's our 9 tricks and 3 no trump?
Yeah. 3 clubs, a heart, a diamond, and 2 spades is not quite enough. Yeah, it's true. 2 spades might be the best spot opposite this. We could rough some diamonds with small trumps, maybe, and maybe end play our left-hand opponent into scoring the jack of spades.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. We have a 3-no bidder. Partners double followed by bidding a new suit shows a strong hand. We're maximum for our 2-heart bid. I don't think that's true at all.
Well, you would probably bid two hearts without saying the king of clubs.
Yeah, but I think we could have a 5th heart, which would be a
Yes, you
huge
could. Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
3 no's the obvious choice. 2 no's an alternative if it's forcing. Christian Murray raises the specter of the main alternative. 3 diamonds is probably better, but a misunderstanding is possible. Aha. Okay, let's see what the panel says about 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds, I underbid the first time and now I'm trying to make up for it. This is already a crazy auction. It's about to get crazier. I think Larry's spot on with that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 3 diamonds, toss the ball back to partner. He clearly has spades and I have values, although I don't have spades. Impression I get is that most plan to pass if partner bids 3 now. Barnett has other ideas. 3 diamonds and then 4 diamonds. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Well,
quite sure where he's going with that.
yeah. My I brought up the $64,000 question, not the $1 million question.
Yeah.
Is this natural
Well,
artificial
maybe you're not
forcing?
old enough to remember. You're not old enough to remember the $64,000 question. That
No,
was
I
an
think that was a
American
game
TV
show
show
before
many
my
years ago.
time. But yes. Well, I don't know if it's any of these things, and partner won't either. But partner will probably figure out what's happening.
Yes.
So 3 diamonds show our second suit. Nilslin says 2 no trumps an alternative, but would you usually show a more balanced hand? Don't want to encourage partner bid spades again, as you had talked about.
Yeah.
So, 3 diamonds. This must show long diamonds, since with spade support, I could raise spades. After any no trump bid from me, partner may be more inclined to persist in spades. Okay, so 3 diamonds is natural, or is it? Even against a precision 1 diamond opening, we use the diamond suit for Q bids, never natural. We don't want to bid clubs with 3. So I wonder if they use 2 diamonds as Michaels over a precision 1 diamond, because I think it's a lot more popular to play 2 diamonds as natural and 2 hearts as Michaels.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay, partner held ace king jack 6th, ace king doubleton opposite our jack 10 4th, stiff queen of diamonds and queen jack 4th of clubs. So you're likely to make 3 no trump with 4 clubs, 2 spades, and 3 hearts. We do have entries to set up the hearts. That's true.
Well, that's the thing. Although a club lead may make entries tricky.
Yeah, club lead might, but I also think we're pretty likely to get a couple of diamonds led and then maybe a heart switch or something like
Yeah,
that.
I agree. Or a space switch, maybe from left.
Yeah. Yeah, so 4 spades might also make for the loss of a diamond and 2 trumps, although it does seem likely that South will have at least queen 5th, so it might depend on partner's spot cards in the spade suit. If partner understands our 3 diamonds is natural, he'll bid 3 no. It also seems likely that he'll raise 2 no, so most of the panel seem to land in making game. That sounds about right. All right, hand number 4. Yes, this one.
Well, I think this is the most difficult hand of the set.
Yeah, certainly the case. Partner opens a diamond. It goes 4 hearts on our right, and we have
Yeah,
problems.
this is the hand that two people sent me independently as the problem. So, and there's no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, so it looks like the panel is pretty well split between 5 no, 4 no, and double, our popular choices.
Well, I have five hearts. So basically, I downgraded double a bit in the marking because like two-thirds of the panel committed to bidding on, whereas only about a third of the panel were prepared to have partner pass the double and defend.
Right.
And that seems about the sensible way to split them.
Yeah, seems perfectly fair. I'm not sure I understand the 5 heart bid or the 4 no bid, but I'm curious to see what people say
Well,
about it.
if four no is minors, a good argument, or certainly one way to play it is if five hearts agrees diamonds, four no is minors, And you can, if you want partners pick a minor, you bid 4 no and raise, and therefore 5 no shows spades and a minor.
Okay. Okay. I can
That's
see
certainly
that.
one. That's certainly one way. One way of playing it.
Right, but so I'm still not sure I understand the four no trump bit if it's
Well,
minors.
if no, well, yeah, well, they're showing 2 suits, I suppose, and then if part of it's diamonds, they're going to bid 5 spades, or
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Let's take a look. Panel is widely split. 16 of 23 vote in favor of committing to the 5 level or higher, as opposed to defending if partner cannot bid again, hence the marking. Largest group of competitors, around 1/3, choose to start with a double. So let's hear from their supporters. Okay. Tricky decisions ahead. It's true. If it gets passed out, I'll have to hope the penalty is large enough. Was this match points or teams? This was imps, which is one
yeah.
of the reasons why I kind of felt like double was gonna be okay. But let's continue reading on. Robson, terrible problem. My first thought was 5 no, but partner may choose his better minor, and we will miss 6 or 7 spades. At least double avoids a silly result, as getting about 800 against a slam looks like our worst case. And if partner pulls, we can make grand slam tries in that suit. That was kind of my thought. If partner bids, I'll raise to slam. Otherwise, I can accept defending 4 hearts doubled. Run the risk of partner passing. Bid a slam and whatever partner responds. Partner passes, then maybe slam isn't on. Rest, I'll choose to move forward. The question is with what? 5 no trump, I will randomly guess we have a slam. 5 no pick a slam. We might be overboard or we might have undercooked it. Such is life, preempts work. He's right about that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see any follow-up actions, like what we're doing if partner bids 6 diamonds over 5 no. Are we
Well,
passing?
yeah, I suppose you pass. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it depends. It depends on if 5 no shows spades or another.
Yes, that hasn't been addressed either.
Simon makes the point here.
Okay, very good, very good. What is 4 now? Simon clearly thinks it's a choice of minors, therefore 5 no pick a slam should be spades and a minor, otherwise I would start with 4 no and raise partner. Yeah, I think that's correct. I hope this is pick a slam in a black suit. Haven't discussed with my partner, but suppose it's sort of universal. 4 no sounds more like choose a minor, so whether or not 5 no is an overbid, it will at least give a good picture of the shape. So Larry will pass if partner chooses 6 diamonds, because probably he thinks that he's showing the black suits, which makes sense.
I think so.
4 no's pick a minor. Not sure if we have an agreement about 4 no or 5 hearts, but I have to do something. 4 no leaves more room. 4 no, I expect partner will know what this means, although I'm not sure I do. Okay. Going for slam. I have 14, partner opened. In the 30-point deck. I would not expect more than 500 from 4 hearts doubled, maybe less if South has a 9 or 10 card suit. 10 does sound pretty pessimistic.
To be worried that he has 10.
Yeah, that's pretty unlikely. But I mean, if we double and they have a 10 card suit, partner's certainly pulling. I mean,
Yes.
partner's pulling basically anytime they have heart shortness, and partner's going to pull a lot of the time anyway.
Yeah.
5 hearts sounds like a diamond fit. 4 no trump is, in the first instance, minors, but after 5 diamonds, I can bid 5 spades to give a choice of black suits. Okay, so it does seem as if a large portion of the panel has kind of worked out that 5 no trump should be both black suits, and then the rest of the panel just didn't take that leap to get there, and so they've gone through 4 no intending to bid 5 spades showing the blacks. If you don't like 4 no or 5 no, how about 5 hearts? 2 places to play, spades being one of them. I would bid 5 no with both minors. Does 5 hearts not risk sounding like a diamond agreement? It does to me.
Well,
Normally,
yeah, me too.
cupids. If opener holds as little as this, we're close to a grand slam. Undiscussed, I prefer 5 hearts to show first round control and slam force. Okay. So these two don't have a bid to show this two-suiter. We hope our partner will be flexible if he does not have spades and not solid diamonds. So they expect partner to bid 5 no trump with that hand. We're convinced a simulation with the help of a computer will show there's more to gain in bidding at the 6 or 7 level than suggesting we take a penalty. However, we can tell you that we showed the hand to several champions in Herning, and the majority vote was for doubling. I like where I'm at then. I'm not sure that I understand this choice. 5 clubs. 5 clubs is strange. 5 clubs, no explanation. We're too high for me to describe my black 2-suiter with 1 bid. Apparently 5 no trump does it. So I'll start with my longest suit.
But it wasn't. He's 5-5.
Yeah, you're 5-5. There's another way to bid your long suit, Joey. This is all of the information you can get out of his new book, by the way. He's giving us a preview here. 5 clubs. This is another deal that provides regular partnerships with plan to discuss. When the deal arose in the English National Teams League, partner had 1-3-6-3. 23 players heard this auction. 5 doubled. You get 1,100. 8 bid 5 hearts. Blows my mind, which led to 6 diamonds, which made some of the time. What do we need to make...
King to 4 onside.
Okay.
And the clubs were 5-0.
Okay. I see. 2 bid 4 no trump, which got them to 6 clubs, which is the best spot. And with the Diamond King on side, makes, despite having to lose a trump to the 5-0 trump split, 8 bid 4 spades, which scores 650 or 680. As with Queen third of spades on side, there's just trump to lose if they don't score their club ruff. On a heart lead, would you try to cross to dummy in clubs or diamond? Or with a diamond finesse? Good question. Curiously, there were no 5 no trump bids at the table. Sounds like most of the panel are headed for a decent size plus score. I mean,
yeah, you'll either get 1,100 or you get 1,370.
Yeah.
You know, the 6 diamond bidders might or might not make.
Right. What would I do with partner's hand opposite a double? I think it's a coin flip between pass and 5 diamonds.
Yeah, I think you pass because partner's got spades and I've got a
yeah. We expect to get a spade ruff some of the time, and that's probably good.
Yeah, no, I think that's a pass with a double.
Yep. And 1,100's fine. I mean, we lose, 7 imps or something against...
Yeah, if they get to the 6 clubs. If they get the 4 spades, we gain the same.
Yeah, which feels fine to me on hands like this. If I was told double gets you 1,100, I would just always double.
Yes, I agree.
So, hand 5. Well, this is fun. This is definitely fun. All right, let's see what people have to say about this one. I don't think I've seen a problem like that in recent memory on the bidding contest. So 2 diamonds was multi, double showing 12 to 15 balanced, and 3 hearts on our right. Pass or correct. I chose 3 no trump on this one, and that was a minority.
That's obviously a reasonable shot.
Yeah, a lot of players bidding 6 clubs. Okay. And did we have votes for anything else? There were a couple of doubles and a couple of 5 clubs as well.
The double is intended to bid 5 clubs invitational next.
Aha.
But I think playing match points, you don't want to play in 5 clubs. You either want to play in 3N or 6 clubs.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I mean, 5 clubs, you're trying to land on a pinhead. You're assuming you can make exactly 11 tricks in clubs, i.e. that 6 clubs is not right, and that 3 no trump won't make more than 9 tricks.
Yep. Yeah, I completely agree that often it's incorrect to play 5 of minor at match points, and that might have been the big decision on that previous board from earlier in the set where everyone just did 3-0. No majority on this one, but the panel does produce a clear favorite. Most of the panel rejected the competitor's most popular choice, primarily because of the form of scoring. Match points playing in 5 clubs is akin to trying to land on pinhead. They'll only be right. That's what you just said. So Jill, let's start with the panelists who did choose the 5 club bid. Jill is bidding 5 clubs. No idea. I'll just guess that we don't have a slam. Even so, is 5 clubs likely to be the best game at match points? Yeah, unclear. An underbid, but I'm afraid to try anything partner might misinterpret. I think that's pretty respectable from Larry. Yeah, the problem with the situation, 3 spades, 4 hearts, double, and other possible actions are all open to misinterpretation unless you have specific agreements. That didn't stop a couple of the panelists risking them. Device, double first and bid 5 clubs next. Hopefully this will get partner to raise with the right hands. But sometimes we don't have a next, is the problem.
As I pointed that out.
Yeah, showing points and then I'll bid 5 clubs next. Yeah, if there is a next. The rest of the panel forgo science and take a practical stab. 3 no, definitely not a bid I'm proud of. The scoring made me do it. At imps, I would give more thought to 5 clubs, agree. Yep. I said match points compels me to the no trump game, Sartage. Playing for the clubs to run is reasonable, and if they don't, sometimes partner will contribute a heart stopper, and sometimes RHO will only have 2 hearts at this vulnerability. Very true. Opener might have spades. That's something that I thought about as well. Our ace jack third could just be a double stop.
Yeah.
Largest faction of the panel bid 6 clubs. Let's see what they say. We're too high to bid scientifically, so I'll take my best shot. Practical bid, don't see a way of investigating. I don't have an obvious way to investigate, so 6 clubs seems like a sensible shot. When everything's a guess, choose the option with the largest upside if you're right. I do agree with this. I think this is a really good point.
Yes, absolutely.
And something that players should consider in general. I mean, it's very similar to these types of auctions where, like, let's say we have an 8 count with a spade void and partner opens a spade, we bid a no trump and partner rebids 3 spades. What are we supposed to do here? Well, some players would say, oh, we just pass. It's a misfit. We can't play 3 no trump. But a lot of the time it's just right to bid 3 no trump because if both contracts are making, we may as well play for the one that gives us the game bonus.
Well, this is the Hammond's first law of bidding, isn't it?
Yeah.
If 3 no trump is an option, bid 3 no trump.
Yeah, I mean, so there's that going for it as well. But I mean, kind of a similar point here. Like, I guess an analogous example is like if it's a 5 or 7 hand, we don't want to play at the 6th level.
Right. Yeah.
There would be no reason to do so because we would, if we're gambling, we may as well gamble on taking all 13 tricks in a spot like that. So I think this is a very sensible point and something that a lot of players should be aware of. That if you just kind of are saying, I don't know what the right thing is to do, it could be this, this, or this, then a lot of the time it's going to be correct to just bid the one that has the largest upside. So
yeah.
If Robson also bid 6 clubs, that means I am right. Robson also bid 6 clubs, so I guess he's right. Shenkin says 4 clubs should be forcing, but I'm unwilling to take the risk that partner's not on the same wavelength. 2 aces, a 7 card suit, and a singleton. Can't ask for more. If partner holds something such as king 4th, doubleton, ace queen 5th, ace and 1, 6 clubs should have play. What are our losers ups at that? We have to lose a heart.
Well, you have to bring the clubs in, I guess.
And the spade queen is probably onside, so yeah, I mean, I think they're right that yes, a hand like this and you're in decent shape. In our methods, after 2 diamonds double, 2 or 3 major, we bid as if the sequence started with a no trump opening and an overcall. So here, 1 no, 3 hearts.
Ignore the opening bid because part of the code effectively a no trumpy type hand.
Sure. Yeah, so partner has a balanced hand with some points. 3 heart overcall, 1 no trump, 3 hearts. In this situation, we play 4 diamonds as a strong transfer to clubs. Fascinating. With no specific agreements, we'd take a chance by bidding 6 clubs. So if they had that agreement, I think that's a pretty practical choice. I mean, sometimes
Yeah,
you miss 3 no,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
you always get to the right level in clubs, which is nice.
Yes, yeah.
6 clubs,
But
slate overbid.
that's an interesting idea that so that in situations you may not have come up across before, this idea that partner's shown a no trump hand and they've bid 3 hearts, you should just treat it as though it's gone and no trump 3 hearts.
Yeah, this is a really
Whatever
cool
your method
idea.
is, whatever you do over that, you should do the same thing in this sort of situation.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, playing for regular partnerships to discuss. Would 4 clubs be forcing? What's double? Is 4 hearts natural or cubed? Is 3 spades natural or a spade stop? Lots of good questions. At the table, partner held, well, king doubleton a spade, so we don't even have a spade loser. Ace king of diamonds to take care of a heart. So 6 clubs is just absolutely cold. Partner has all of
Yeah.
the right cards. Playing match points, 3 no
And
trump
Lefty
would have
does have
scored.
spades.
Yeah. Yeah, playing match points, 3 no trump would have scored better than playing in the club game. Partner will pass if you bid 5 clubs, of course. This time, opener had spades, but if he has hearts, can partner not hold something like this? Now 3 no trump potentially has no play with 6 clubs still cold. Slam bidders win the debate on this one. Yep, I concede. Hand number 6.
Yeah, here's the other one where I just totally disagree with the panel, but there you go.
Oh, yeah? Let's see. What did I do? I bid 4 spades.
Yeah, along with everybody else.
So we do pick up all the points. At least you're a fair judge
Well,
on it. you you gave me my undeserved points.
yeah, and everybody else.
A club, 2 no trump, the red suits, double. Did we figure out what double was?
Well, this is obviously the question. To me, double says I want to defend, do not get in my way.
Yeah, so
But it,
that has always been popular. That was popular when I was playing professionally.
well, yeah. I mean, to me, that's I've never come across the idea that double here is negative. To me,
This is
it's
something that's turned up in the last like 5 years or so.
yeah. So I gather, yeah,
So yeah, I was a little bit surprised when I came back to Bridge after a hiatus and everyone was playing this double as negative. So I just
yeah.
kind of trusted that. Maybe just out of touch with modern bidding, partners double 2 no has always said he wants to double at least one of their suits. Looking at our hand, does it not seem likely that suit is diamonds? A number of the panel seem to have very different agreements, and more than 2/3 seem to agree with them. What else can we do? Paul asked the key question. 4 spades. What does partners double? I would like to think it shows a few useful values suitable for offense. With defense, he should start with a pass. Really? If he wants to defend, can he
Well, I
not
don't
double
know.
to stop
I've
you
never
from
heard of
bidding?
this before. This is all completely foreign to me.
Yeah. But it is, I mean, like I said, I brought up this point that it's fashionable nowadays to play this
Yeah,
double
well,
as negative.
Sally said the same. Yeah, she said,
Yep.
this is
Yeah. Robson says that as well here.
yeah.
But yeah, so lots of 4 spade bidders. Maybe partner will expect 5 spades for this, but with all these concentrated values and avoid not making a takeout double. Larry says not interested in defending over their jump, especially with nothing higher than a 9 in their suits. Good hand for offense. We'll see about that. Uh-oh. How bad is this going to be for us? Vulnerable against not, I bid
Well,
the
yeah,
game.
you didn't see the comment I made above after Joey Silver's hand. Joey Silver's comment.
Oh, putting on my big boy pants. You might need them when the teammates return, as ET could have used this number to phone at home. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
Where, let's see, question, where is this from? I will send a link in the chat. There you go. You can take a look. But I guess for those who, Mark, why don't you introduce yourself and talk a little bit about the contest?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Mark Smith. I've written, I don't know, 40 books on the game. I've been around for a while. The contest has been going for 5 years now. We're on RealBridge, and it's basically um, a way. I mean, it's introduces. I try to avoid situations which are system dependent. Most of the hands are judgment. Do we bid game? Do we bid again? Do we make a slam try? Those sort of things. And it's hand evaluation problems. And we have a great panel who contribute every month. And in many ways, it's the hands that you get wrong that you learn something from. So I would encourage everyone at any level to enter every month, and those bids where you make a bid that none of the panel did. Those are the hands you should read because you learn why chose the bid you chose.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you can go up to the top of the page that I just linked you, and you can click on the. I'll do it at the end of stream today, so you can. I'll show you how to get to next month's problems, and you can fill out your answers and submit them. And I will be doing them later this week, I think, and I will submit my answers. I'm on the panel here, and then you can check at the end of the month and read through the panel articles. All right, let's keep going. So, Larry, not interested in defending over their jump. There's a sacrifice available, but this time we're the ones sacrificing. Uh-oh. Partner might be itching to double 4 diamonds. Equally, we might have a good spade contract. He'll let me know. First, the opponent's like, I can feel the steam emanating off the page, Mark.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree. If double is negative, obviously you bid four spades.
Yeah. Right. With my regular partner, after value showing double by responder, we play passes forcing above the 4 level and opener suit. Even so, with such an offensive hand, it seems right to bid 4 spades. Limits our hand as pass, then 4 spades would show a stronger hand. If not playing passes forcing, it's tougher. 4 spades. I have a bad feeling about this. However, I suspect that if I pass, partner will double 4 diamonds and I will be in an even worse position. At least you'll still have a chance of a plus score. This is my favorite problem ever now. Only a hardy minority deviated from the popular choice. This I have not come across before. Sartage double. I'm used to playing such doubles for takeout, so this seems ideal. To me, this just seems normal. Pass, partner's original double showed an interest in doubling. My red suit holdings strongly suggest he'll want to double 4 diamonds, so I'll give him the chance to do so. This may be our last plus score, an accurate prediction. A few other passes. Jill says, with my regular partner, I would bid 4 spades because we play the double of 2 no's negative. Without that understanding, I don't think I have a bid.
Yeah.
Barnett starts on the road to a plus score, but then joins the Lemmings. Pass, I will pull double 4 diamonds to 4 spades and then cooperate. When this deal occurred, in the final of the open teams in Poznan, West bid 4 spades. Partner had king third, king queen jack fourth, queen jack 10 fourth, doubleton. So he corrected to 5 clubs, which was 1100. Unless you have a specific agreement that partners double show spades, as many panelists appear to have, does a double of 2 no not say that he has interest in defending? 4 diamonds doubled was only down 1, but a plus is a plus. 2/3 of competitors who chose 4 spades not only get top marks, but they're in very good company, so perhaps teammates will be understanding. I hope so.
Yeah.
All right, hand number 7. We do get top marks for our 1 diamond overcall. I realized after I made my video that 1 no trump was the alternative overcall that I had kind of overlooked. But I still think a diamond is probably the right thing
Well, I
to
think
do.
a diamond is just right on this hand.
Yeah.
I mean,
Value is concentrated in the red suits. We want to be able to find a heart fit. And I think it's easier to do that starting with a diamond. But let's see what everyone says. I'm not sure where.
Here there was more or less agreement between the panel and the competitors that 1 diamond was the right bid.
Yep. Yep. I think that's often going to be the case when you give someone a 5-card suit for an overcall. If that happens to be the panel, it's always going to be the competitor's choice. They'll just bid at the
Yeah.
one level with their suit. And
Although a lot of them will say, I've got 17 points, I've got a double.
yeah, yeah. So I was curious about this double. I'm not sure what the follow-up plan is.
Well, exactly. I mean,
But
one panel is two doubles, so I was part of business spade, I'll bid a no trump. Now, to me, that just shows a hand too strong to ever call a no trump, which you certainly don't have.
which it does. But okay, let's see what people say. 4 possibilities, but nearly 2/3 of the panel and over half the competition entrants found this one easy. Start with the majority. I look forward to hearing of any other action that is half as good as this. Not today. Downgraded to an overcall. See what happens. Too strong and no clear club stopper for 1 no. I'm not sure it's necessarily too strong,
Well, not me, no.
but because 1 no overcalls could be up to 18. I mean, even a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
19 sometimes, depending
Yeah,
on what
exactly.
your hand looks
Yeah.
like. But when you have a couple of flaws, like your 5-4-2-2, you have no club stopper. You look for
Yeah.
alternatives, I think.
Well, and a number of players who chose the diamonds, and I don't see why I should distort this hand.
Right.
And I think any other bid is a distortion.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see any reason to do so. I mean, if I was in first seed, I would open a no trump because I have a
Yeah,
17, like
well,
I'm 15 to
yeah, I
17.
agree with that.
But here we can just overcall diamond. Too strong for 1 no, maybe in France, but I suspect not in the rest of the world. More to the point, perhaps. Too many points in my 2 long suits, not enough in the others to bid 1 no. Yeah, 1 no would be the alternative. Still, you'd prefer to have a club stopper, and 1 diamond's also fine. Yep. 1 diamond or a no trump, don't care much. Alan Mould going with the no trump overcall. I don't think there's any need to distort the hand. Most of my points are in the 2 longest suits. The hand doesn't feel like no trump. The auction proceeds a spade past 2 spades. I can then double. Exactly. Overcall diamond, show hearts later maybe. We could double spades to show hearts. Bidding hearts first is misguided, and double first is out of the question without spades. Robson makes a strong
Andrew
point.
makes a good point, I think.
What do we expect? 1 diamond. I can see a case for 1 heart and 1 no, but why distort? If the deal is a boring diamond part score, probably the most likely scenario, I need to bid the suit. Yeah. Like, how do you get to diamonds if you don't bid diamonds?
Yeah, if you belong in 2 or 3 diamonds, if you don't bid them, how are you going to get there?
Right. And maybe even a more interesting question is if we overcall a no trump and the opponents then get to 2 spades, I mean, I suppose we could make a takeout double then, but it's a little bit worse having overcalled a no trump than if we overcall a diamond.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So a bunch of other diamond bidders, myself included. Sartaj overcalls a no trump. We might be missing a stopper, but 1 no shows our values and positions us well for the rest of the auction. Was this match points or imps? I don't remember. Yeah, this is match points.
Yeah,
I mean, Sartaj plays a lot of teams. And I think a no trump has a lot more going for it at teams because
yeah, you might get, you want to show your values and get to a thin game.
right, exactly.
I mean, you've got 17, right? He's got 12. So, you need partner to have most of the rest.
Yes, yeah. But 1 no trump is, I think, often the type of bid that would get us to games in these spots. So maybe that's at teams, a no trump is a much better bid than at match points, I think. 1 no, best way to show strength. Also makes it harder for the opponents to find a possible fit in spades. That's true to a little extent.
Yeah.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised to find 2 old sparring partners of similar opinion, Bergen and Cohen, both with a no trump overcall. I've long believed that after their minor suit opening, no stopper is needed. I think it does depend a little bit on diamonds versus clubs. Like over a club opener, it's a lot less important to have a stopper in their suit. The only overcall that is well defined as to strength is 1 no. Strive to make that bid. I'm too strong for 1 diamond or 1 heart, and I don't want to double and then bid, so I'll lie a little bit about the club stopper, get the strength of my hand off my chest. Match points makes us strive for no trumps. Can't argue with Sally's point, but anything could be right. Pass, one heart, one diamond, one heart, one
Yeah, I can't
no.
agree. I can't argue with a point. I just disagree with the bid.
Yeah, double wasn't even one of the options that anything
Yeah,
could be
no,
right.
exactly.
But okay, okay. So we have a couple of doublers. Double, I have 17. If partner responds a spade, I'll bid a no trump. Ooh, yeah, I think that does show a hand that's a little bit too good. Double old style. My friend Victor Silverstone, I have no idea who that is.
Oh,
Would bid,
Victor was a stalwart of the Scottish and British team for many years. The late Victor Silverstone. He died a few years ago, but he was a good player. Played for many years for Britain and Scotland.
so he may have overcalled a heart, and Liz actually does overcall heart. Must be a Scottish thing.
Yeah,
But Liz says her partners know that if she'll rebid a minor, then she's overcalled in a 4-card major. All right, partner held. Queen fifth, Jack third, 3 small, king and one. So as Andrew predicted, you want to play in a red suit part score. Overcalling either red suit is likely to achieve that goal. One no trump is unlikely to do so, as partner will presumably transfer spades, and starting with a double certainly makes it more difficult. Another good result for the majority of both the panel and the competitors. Last deal, I do pick up another 10. Ooh, I was really close to the top this month, huh?
yeah, you were pretty good this month. Yeah,
Almost made it up onto the podium.
close. Yeah,
But we'll see. 1 spade, 2 hearts, 4 hearts. I bid 5 hearts with this hand. I may have explained my reasoning, but I definitely went a little bit more in detail when I did my solve in the video. So lots of 5-heart bidders, including much of the competitors. This tends to be the case that a lot of the competition entrants will just make the cheapest bid that supports whatever their long suit is. You know, we
yeah,
saw it earlier on the Michaels hand. They bid 2 spades
yeah,
with,
exactly. Yeah,
and so 5 hearts is the cheapest bid to show hearts here.
yeah.
A bunch of 6-heart bidders, and then a couple that opted for pass. Some other choices as well. But let's take a look. Although this is the deal in which the panel offered the most alternatives this month, 2 options emerged as clear favorites. By contrast, this proved to be a relatively straightforward hand for competition entrants, with almost 2/3 collecting top marks. What's essentially a tactical evaluation. Most of the options fall into the category of might work. So everyone scores fairly well. The panel can be divided into 3 main camps. Make them guess, wait and see, and try to misdirect. Let's deal with them in order. So I mean, the 5-heart bid is in the try to misdirect, basically. 6
No,
hearts, who
5 hearts
knows?
is in the make them guess. No, wait and see what they do.
Well, I figured the pass was wait and see.
Yeah, passes as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
6 hearts is to make them guess.
Right. 6 hearts is make them guess. And, well, let's take a look. Let the other 3 players decide what to do. Well, your partner's not going to do much. I would want to bid this if they settle on 5 spades, so I might as well apply some pressure now. I'm a little concerned about my queens being too much defense. So this, I think, got to the bottom of what I was trying to describe in my rationale for 5 hearts. If you think the opponents are making 6 spades, then you probably shouldn't bid 6 hearts. Because
Yes, I agree.
if they do decide to bid 6 spades, then you think they're going to make it, and your 6 heart might push them into bidding 6 spades.
Yes.
So Larry's analysis or his judgment is that holding a bunch of queens in his hand, queen of clubs,
He
queen of
thinks he can beat.
diamonds,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
hoping he can beat. He's hoping he can beat 6 spades.
he thinks he can beat 6 spades, and so that's why he's happy bidding 6 hearts in this spot.
Yeah.
My judgment was kind of the opposite, that like I just didn't think I had any defense, and therefore I thought that 6 spades was likely to make. But I think that ultimately is what problems like this come down to at a high level.
Yes.
But okay, so Villas Boas, 6 hearts, let's make them guess. My partner has ace king and probably a king or an ace, so the opponents can probably make 5, but on some layouts, 6 spades will be making. I'll bid 6 hearts and pass if the opponents guess to bid 6 spades. The other option, which falls into the make them guess category, is a jump to 7 hearts, although none of the panel went for such a nuclear option. Yeah, that's a little bit much for me.
Yeah. If the opponents had been vulnerable, you might have bid 7 hearts. It's possible.
Yeah. Different colors, it might be possible. Bidding 5 hearts with the plan of leaving them in 5 spades, hoping we can make 3 tricks is not a good bet. So I was thinking, and you point this out, that hoping we can make only 1 trick.
Yeah.
So lots of 5 heart bidders. I take away their space, hope they stop. Hoping they misguess if I give them just enough room to stop out of slam. I mean, this is kind of the tactic, right? That you bid
Yes,
5
I think
hearts
so,
here,
yeah.
and the opponents are just like, oh, good, now I can support spades at the 5 level. And then they bid 5 spades, and they're feeling really good about themselves, and partner table is a heart void. So, all right, I think taking this level away is enough. Partners entered at the 2 level, so they don't necessarily have a slam, I hope. What we think of our defensive chances? 5 hearts, getting rid of Blackwood for them. Not more. With both opponents short in hearts, we might make unexpected tricks in the minors. That's true. I think this goes back to Larry's point that the queens in both minors could be valuable on defense. General raise to take away the 5 level. I have bits and pieces of defense. I've seen many rough sloughs on opening lead. This could be one of them. Pass, 5 hearts, 6 hearts, and 7 hearts could all work. Now, I do want to roll back to saying, when I mentioned that you want to take the thing with the biggest upside, this is not the same example. You don't just want bid hearts. 7 hearts here. Hey, Babs. Good morning. I'm sorry that we're early. I'm going apple picking later today, so I had to get this in early in the day. Opponents remove them for their actions. They could have slow losers, and minor suit queens could be of value. It's true. I think this argues for a 6 heart bid, though. If we think 6 spades isn't making, we should incentivize them to bid it. How about giving them room to explore in the hope that they will tell you how high to go? Well, let's see what the panelists say. Pass. Perhaps this will cause the opponents to misjudge. I can rethink if they get to slam. Pass. I don't intend to make it easy for the villains by jumping around in hearts. I'll take a wait and see policy, selling to 4 spades. I'm hoping that if I pass then bid 5 hearts, I'm more likely to buy it. At least that's the plan. The danger, I think, with passing is that it doesn't take away their key card bid. And
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
that I think that's kind of a big deal. That's why I really do like bidding with this hand, and I think the choice is between 5 or 6. Double. Anything could be right, including getting partner to not lead a heart. But this time I will feign strength and try to buy the hand in 6 hearts. The Mavericks go for outright misdirection, 5 diamonds, a bluff lead director, and an attempt to stop them. Cute. I have to try to sow some seeds of confusion. This better have gotten high marks.
I gave it 6 or 7 or something.
Okay. I do quite like the approach. For no trump, our intention is to show theoretically some defensive values, and most of all suggest a non-heart lead, likely rough and discard. The postmortem probably will show that the operation was successful, but the patient died. All right, let's take a look. This is a tactical decision. At the table I saw, West bid 5 hearts and defended 6 spades. Unfortunate. Declare had 12 tricks and a diamond guess for 13, which they got wrong for 980. 7 hearts doubled costs 800 and would clearly be a more attractive option against vulnerable opponents. That's very true. If you bid it immediately, you might get to play there, or they might bid on, giving you a chance of a plus. Partner only had 5 hearts, ace, king, jack, 5th, stiff spade, and an 11 count. Declare had 10, 9, 4th ups at ace, king, jack, 4th, and diamonds, and had to drop the queen doubleton offside to make all 13 tricks. Okay. With a score of 77 out of 80, French legend Christian Mari leads the panel this month. Completing the podium are Marty Bergen and Simon DeVice, both with scores of 75. Well done to the month's guest panelists, both of whom returned with very respectable scores in the 70s. Thanks to all the panels. Thanks again, Mark, for putting the contest together. And Man, I can't get away from Hanoi. It seems like we're pretty close on a lot of the decisions, but not bad. Finished tied with Alan Mould for fifth and sixth place this month. But a pretty high scoring set overall for most of the panel, it looks like.
Yeah, yeah, two-thirds of the panel somewhere in the 70s.